Hey YouTubers, it's Valerie with Money Mindset Coach, and have you ever bought something that looked nothing like it looked in the photo? Yeah, me too. Um, in this video, we're talking about online shopping, the real problems with buying online, from scams to delays, even what they're doing with your data. And I have a couple things that I have bought lately, and that's kind of why I thought about doing this video, is because this is something that I have dealt with recently, as of yesterday. So, problems. What are the problems with buying online? Reality versus expectation. Sometimes the way that the product is described, it's not a good description. I would think it's hard to write a description of something. I wouldn't want to have that job. But if it's written poorly, you don't really know what you're getting because they didn't write the description very well. Visual, sometimes the picture that you're seeing looks better. It's kind of like online dating. Some people can put some younger pictures on their match profile, or they can use a lot of filters to look younger, and that's not good. So you got to know what you're getting. And when you're online, whatever you're doing online, you don't always know if you're really, really seeing the product or it's enhanced somehow. Fake reviews. I know that it says usually verified purchaser, that kind of thing. When it comes to one of the things I'm looking at that I bought, there were hardly any bad reviews at all. But how do we know that the actual company didn't remove the bad ones and just put a few in there and left all the good ones? You don't really know. You don't really know. And that's not always good. Hidden fees and returns. One of the things that I have to send back, I have to pay for the label that they're going to send me. Well, that kind of sucks. I don't think I should have to do that. Shipping delays, long delivery times if it comes from overseas. You don't really know. A lot of times we don't know exactly where some of this stuff is coming from. We really don't. But then your data and your privacy concerns, your email spam, targeted ads, selling your data. I mean, how many times are you online, you're looking at something, and then all of a sudden you're inundated with everybody that is selling the same thing or something close. They know because you clicked on something that you are possibly an interested buyer, and they think you're going to spend some money. So they flood you on social media, your Yahoo, your email, all that. They flood you. So my personal story, I have two things that I have bought in the last few weeks. This is a wallet that I bought my boyfriend right here. You can put an air tag in there. You can put a couple credit cards there. Money clip. And then it opens up and you can put your driver's license here. There's room for another card here. But the really cool thing, and the big reason that I got this, is this little doojiggy here. You put all the cards in here and then you hit this and they pop up, So you don't have to go digging for them, looking for them, trying to find them. That would always happen when we go into Costco. He's always taking his wallet out and digging through it, trying to find his Costco card. So I thought this would be really good. And the other thing is this has, I can't remember the name of it, but it's protected. The cards that are in here are protected against, scammers, grabbing your number and all this kind of stuff right here. So anyway, I thought this was really good. This was really good. And I looked around at a lot of them I didn't have to look around. They were all sending me these wallets. Once I looked at one of them, I was seeing all of them. But anyway, the problem with this is one end of the wallet. It shouldn't be bent like that. And then where the cards go, it shouldn't be like squished in the middle. There's just something not right. And I was really disappointed when I opened it up because I thought it's leather, feels really nice. And then I saw that. And I thought, no, that doesn't look right. And then I looked at pictures online, and none of them looked that way. But the company had really, really good reviews. And that's the other thing is I was a little nervous because I hadn't ordered from these people before. And I always get a little nervous because you want to know that you're on their actual website, not a fake one. I was kind of afraid. I thought that this was a knockoff or something, and it really ended up not being that good. And all this money that I spent on it, I thought was going to be gone. So anyway, I contacted the company. They said send us a couple pictures, so I did. They said, yeah, that doesn't look right. We are sending you, a label to return it to us. But I have to pay for the label, which is $10. I don't think that I should have to do that because it's not my fault that the wallet was not up to par. So I'm not real happy about that, but customer service was good. They got back to me in a timely manner. I was okay with that. Okay. This next one is this dress. Now, I love the color. I love the style, but it's too big. And I bought it from the company that, let me see, that I bought this dress from. And if you've watched my channel before, you remember me buying this dress and how pleased I was with it. It even has pockets. It's lovely. It even has this really neat skirt on the bottom. I just love this dress. Well, same company, okay? So I am thinking, okay, I've ordered from them before. I'm ordering a dress, same size, whole bit. I open it up and I get a dress that is too big. Now this material is really nice. It's nicer than that other dress. It's 3/4 length sleeves. I think, if I remember right, maybe there are no pockets. I don't think. No, I don't think there's pockets. But anyway, I love the style. I love the color. It's just too big. And I was really disappointed in that because I'd already bought from this company and that size that I ordered would fit me, but it's obviously too big. So anyway, now I've got to send it back. And then you go to Amazon and usually you would get the option of exchanging or refunding or whatever. And I go there and the only option that they give me is refunding. And I'm like, just send me another dress. Send me a smaller size. But the thing is with these dresses, both of these dresses don't have a size in them. Well, then how is somebody in the factory or whatever supposed to know what size it is that they're putting in somebody's package? I don't get that, unless they have certain areas. They must have certain areas where all the different sizes are, and that's how they grab them. But somebody could have put a size in the wrong area, and then the people who are filling the order just grab out of this one place, and there it is. They end up sending you the wrong size. But I don't know why they don't have sizes in here. I really don't. But I measured it against the other dress, and it is definitely too big. Too big. So basically, that's my personal story of what I have tried to do. I'm 6 of one and half a dozen of another when it comes to online. Because, the other thing that, and I think I said this in another video, but I bought my protein powder off of Amazon. It was less than Aldi, and it was free shipping. Free shipping. And it was like, oh my gosh, where has this been my whole life? Why didn't I think about this before? I live in this little town. There is nowhere to buy protein powder. No place. And so if I run out, I run out. Well, Amazon, you get on your phone, click, and it's here the next day. That's amazing to me. But when it comes to clothes, when it comes to a company that you've never bought anything from, you're taking a risk. You are. And then the one company that I had done business with sends me the wrong size dress. But to tell you the truth, I would not buy. I tried buying shoes once. That didn't work. You got to try things on, and who wants to mess with sending it back? I don't. But yeah, that's my story. And you can't go by the reviews. You can't pick it up and touch it. I believe in the regular stores that we go into to buy furniture, to buy clothes, clothes on the internet, that's all fine and dandy. That's not my preferred way to do it. I just did it because it looked really easy. And you know what? Instead of driving 25 miles, 50 miles round trip to buy some clothes in the next biggest town from here, tell you the truth, I don't want to do it in this heat. It's like 90 some degrees here today, and it's just too stinking hot. I don't want to put 50 miles on my car. There are some definite advantages to buying online, but there's definite disadvantages too. And, some you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. And the last two things that I have bought, I've kind of lost out and had to mess with returns. And it's just no fun. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Tell me what your worst customer service deal was. I can tell you right now, or tell me the best one. I can tell you my best one right now, and they're not in business anymore, and I really wish they were. But Sears had such a good return policy. They would take anything back. And I remember we bought a tent because we were doing camping there for a while because I'm a big camper. And the little tie thing that ties to the pole, it broke. We only The first time we used the tent, that broke. Now, it's not a big thing, but it still broke because we couldn't tie this thing to the pole. So anyway, I called a number when we get back because in the literature it said fix or it says fix or replace. I'm so sorry. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm so tired. Fix or replace. So me and the 3 boys, we didn't have the box anymore, or it wouldn't fit in the box or whatever. So I'm carrying the tent. The kids are carrying the tent poles. It was quite a sight with us walking in there. But, I was going to hold them to their word. And the woman looked at me in customer service and she said, well, we don't repair the tents. We don't do that here. But you can just pick out another one. They're all over there. I thought, oh my gosh, they're taking this thing that I don't even have a box for, and the kids are carrying the poles. And they said, oh, well, they already figured out what we had paid for it. And they're like, oh yeah, pick out another one, blah, blah, blah. And we did. I thought it was so cool. And it was so easy, and that's what we need to get back to, is easier return policies, nicer people behind the counter. That would be nice too. That would make everybody happier. But that's all I have for now. Like I always say, well, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so when I post a video, you'll see it. I know from the way YouTube is that if you don't watch somebody on here on a regular basis, they will just disappear from your feed. They will disappear. And they'll put new stuff in there. It all depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking at frugal stuff, if you're looking at money stuff, you're going to see money YouTube channels. Frugal. You're going to see whatever you've been kind of watching. The algorithm knows. So anyway, till next time, use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. Bye.